as we read Ephesians chapter 2, I was both humbled and also brought to hope. I'm going to shoot you straight. Today's been a hard day. A day that quarantine really feels like it's setting in, where rest has been fleeting and the walls of our home just seem to be creeping and closing in around us. As a result, not an excuse, my temper, my attitude, the way that I've treated my family has been tested, and if I'm being honest, I failed. And then I sat down to do this devotional. Bringing all of that to the table, I then read Ephesians chapter 2, but God, rich in mercy, has loved me with a great love. A love that brings me alive from the sin and the death that is all deep within me. And then verse 8, a verse that hopefully you know, if not, you should learn. Verse 8 and 9, it says, For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It's a gift of God, not a result of work, so that no man may boast. 4 times, I think Paul is trying to hammer in this idea that my salvation does not rest on my doing. Thankfully, my salvation does not rest on my doing. He says, this is not your doing. He says, it is a gift, not a reward, not something you've earned, not a salary. It's a gift. It's not a result of works. And he says, it's not something you can brag about. In my sinful and selfishness, I see my need for this salvation. And Ephesians 2 awakens me to the reality that my sin is deep within me, that it rears its ugly head in so many ways, and so many times I'm embarrassed to admit. And yet, I can have hope. Not in myself, but in my God, who makes me alive, who later in the chapter he'll say, who brings me near, who adopts me as his own, and who grants me citizenship I never deserved. We've said a lot of times this semester already, for it is salvation is by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone. It has nothing to do with my works or my good. And so, when shame begins to tell me, you have lived in this way today, you do not deserve, you are not good enough, you are unacceptable, you are unlovable. Shame can be silenced by the but God, who loves, who extends mercy, who comes and makes a way for me. I don't know where you are in your walk. My day's not going, but I'm thankful that my salvation and my standing with God doesn't rest on my doing. I hope you understand that. We will continue with Ephesians 3 tomorrow. Looking forward to it.